Hey, Mr. Expansive here. Yes. Wow. I took something. Let me just talk to you about my past life. I really want to talk to everybody out there. Let's see. I was diagnosed with I was in the autism spectrum. Well, they used to call it Asperger's syndrome, but now it's like more of a general. They're trying to like it's more than just Asperger's. They're trying to like say, oh, it's in the autism spectrum. So I was in the autism spectrum. As high functioning. I was diagnosed with ADD, OCD. As a kid, I went through a lot of stress. And what ended up happening is my hypothalamus right here basically reacted, and just like with rats that have acute stress when they are in adolescence, or I mean when they're an adult supposedly. Well, rats can't be an adult, but if you have acute stress in pubescent years, meaning when you're a kid, it will be a reaction from the hypothalamus to basically make you more stressed out when you get older. Because I did a lot of stuff, and I just did this today, and already I'm seeing a difference. I mean, if you look at me right now, I'm very relaxed. My eyes look, I mean, I look like I'm just more structured, and I just had this work. But yeah, the whole experience. Because when I went to see a holistic doctor, and he basically tested me, and would allow me to, he would say, okay, move your arm this way, and I'm gonna push on it. You push it that way, and he's testing my liver and every muscle movement, and he had me basically put my hand right here, and had me move my um, leg out, and if I could push it against him, that means I'm good. But what ended up happening is my leg it short circuited. It kind of went that way, like the other way. I should have been able to hold his hand back when he was testing me. So that's when he knew, doing that one muscle test, that I needed a certain a dietary supplement, and basically, yeah, that was basically it. Hypothalamus. I mean, he tried a few things, because my tongue would taste the medicine. It would go straight to my brain because of the oral stuff, and yeah, it. So yeah, the whole thing was very interesting, and yeah, that's basically it. I got this I wouldn't call it medication, but yeah, I want to talk to you about that stuff, because people out there want to get certain medications, and I understand that there are ones, because I look at the FDA as like logic, and I look at like natural stuff as faith, right? It's kind of like, if the FDA doesn't approve it, they don't mess with that. It's kind of like science and religion don't go together. Science won't mess with religion, right? Because that's a whole different thing, right? Because that is where you require a lot of faith to go up. See, it's very logical. When the FDA gets involved, it's very, systematic, and they handle it a very, like, a different way. I use logic in a negative principle, not saying it's all. I'm just showing where it lies. But, yeah. It was in my hypothalamus. Now, supposedly, I could feel that it's supposed to even out my testosterone, because I could feel something happening. I'm like, what's going on here? But it's basically a awakening up. So I don't know what it'll be like, but I'll update on how I feel. But yeah, I mean, I do feel different, but I'm not sure if it's going to actually work. But I seem to be more focused and relaxed, even if my mind comes back. I mean, I'm looking at my eyes right now, and if you look at my other videos, I really look disoriented. Like, I just look like, I'm like, wow. And the funny thing is, with the hypothalamus, is responsible for defensiveness, right? And I get really defensive, thinking everybody's against me and everybody in this world hates me. Like, it's very, like, delusional. And let me see. Yeah, fight or flight response is responsible. Defensiveness, all that stuff is basically involved with that. Because I can't even tell you, I was emotionally, like, I can't even get. I know I'm not the only one, but I can't even get into what I would worry about. I thought I had certain diseases, that I thought I was going to die tomorrow. It was crazy. But yeah, it turned out to just be in my hypothalamus. I feel fine now. I wanted to tell people this about my experience going to the holistic doctor and the whole thing. I wanted to tell you, people out there, about that, and to really think about doing that instead of going to the doctors to get medication, because it's like what the politics are doing. You know what they're all doing out there. They're trying to make you feel like, oh yeah, something's really going on, but in the end, it's just numbing. It's just not really actually getting rid of it. It's kind of just covering it up and numbing it, but it's never actually going away. That's kind of what they do in the world. They like, oh, everything's fine, but really nothing's fine. They're just kind of it's like it's really negative, but it's fake positive. You take certain medications, okay, yeah, it helps you focus, but you'll need to take more of it and more of it. You'll just go in a big loop, right? Whereas, it's the same thing with the natural stuff, but it's funny because you'll still be doing the same thing as you would in a negative way, but there's something about satisfaction that you don't really feel like, even though you're doing it, there's more of a looping process going on than it is with the natural stuff, basically. I don't know if that was a great example with the Adderall or that, but I can see the resemblance, but a little bit through the opposites, but not with the medication, perhaps. I didn't mean to confuse you there, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. The holistic doctor was amazing. I mean, this is crazy. Yeah, Mr. Expansive signing off. Stay positive, and just, if you're out there right now, you're the greatest. You're awesome. All right. See ya.